acid and base. Which one is acid, which one is base? Some theories are defined for that. The old theory to define acid and base was classical theory. Really, it was classical. According to classical theory, who is acid? The substance which has sour taste, khatta, lemon, curd, tomato, khatta in taste, sour taste is acid. The substance which neutralize base, the substance which neutralize base is acid. This one is the litmus test. In litmus test, I thought that students are having confusion between red to blue, blue to red. Let me explain and let me solve the problem. For the litmus test, you must remember anil. Anil. What is anil? Litmus test means A for acid, which convert Ni for nila litmus to La for lal litmus. This acid convert blue litmus into red litmus. That is the litmus test. The chemical substance which convert blue litmus into red litmus, that is acid. And the fourth definition, the substance which reacts with active metal like sodium, potassium, etc. And if it liberates hydrogen gas, then it is acid. These are the classical definitions of acid. The substance which is sour in taste, the substance which neutralizes base. Litmus test, acid convert blue litmus to red, anil. And substance which reacts with active metal like sodium, potassium, etc. and liberate hydrogen gas is acid. Classical definition. Why classical? I will explain. What is base? In taste wise, the substance which has bitter taste. The substance which neutralize acid. Substance which neutralize acid. In litmus test, this is anil. Don't think it is sunil. Anil, that is to remember which color to which color. Is acid convert nila, that means blue, to lal means red. So blue to red is acid, means here it is red to blue. That is base. The chemical substance which convert red litmus into blue litmus is called as base. And the next one is the chemical substance which is soapy feel, soapy, that is like a soap. When you rub a soap on hand, the feeling, what is there, that feeling is, if happened with any substance, then that substance is a base. वो substance base रहेगा. So these are the classical definition. Old definitions, very old. What the classical thing is there? Because अगर किसी सब्सटेंस को हमें एसिड या बेस चेक करना है तो हमको टेस्ट लेना पड़ेगा. But with taste, it is not possible to know the acid and basic nature for every substance. हर किसी की टेस्ट ली नहीं जाती. न्यूट्रलाइजेशन, एसिड या बेस कोई भी सब्सटेंस हो सकता है. Salts are also acidic or basic in nature. But salt या बेस, salt एसिड या बेस हो तो वो न्यूट्रलाइजेशन रिएक्शन शो नहीं करता. Means every substance cannot be judged as acid or base by the neutralization reaction. Litmus test. If it is very weak, acid or base does not show the litmus test. Salt does not contain hydrogen, so salt does not liberate hydrogen gas. इसके salt acidic नहीं होते हैं. Every base does not show the feeling like soap. So ये सभी definitions, these are the definition useful to know the acid and base, but all the substance cannot be judged as acid or base by using classical definition. These are classical definitions of acid and base. The substance which is sour in taste, substance which neutralize base, substance which convert blue litmus into red litmus, substance which reacts with active metal like sodium potassium and liberate hydrogen gas is acid. And the substance which has a bitter taste, not bitter, bitter taste like alum, neutralize acid and convert red litmus into blue litmus and which has a soapy feeling, those substances are called as base. These are the classical definitions. Has many limitations, many drawbacks, and therefore later new theories are there to explain the acid and base. From those, let's have a discussion on first theory, and that is Arrhenius theory. Arrhenius theory of acid and base. Arrhenius theory. What Arrhenius said regarding acid and base? Arrhenius said that to know whether the substance is acidic or basic, you have to dissolve in water. After dissolving in water, if substance produces H positive ion, substance which gives H positive ions in water, substance which gives H positive ions in water is called as an acid. And the substance which gives OH negative ions in water is called as base. जो सब्सटेंस H पॉजिटिव देता है वाटर में वो एसिड, एंड जो सब्सटेंस OH नेगेटिव आयंस देता है वाटर में इज अ बेस. Arrhenius theory means to know whether the substance is acidic or basic, according to Arrhenius, you have to dissolve that substance in water and you have to observe whether H positive ions are getting or OH negative ions are getting. Let's see the example. If I consider acetic acid, CH3COOH, ethanoic acid, when this is dissolved in water, aqueous solution, I will get CH3COO negative aqueous, that is acetate ions, and H positive ions. I will get acidic ions and H positive ions. It produces H positive. That means, according to Arrhenius theory, as it produces H positive ions in water, acetic acid is acidic in nature. NaOH, when I dissolve in water, I will get Na positive aqueous plus OH negative aqueous. As it produces OH negative ions when dissolved in water, NaOH is a base. Who said? Arrhenius theory. But see, this theory is also not perfect. It has also certain limitations. What are the limitations? Number one, this theory is only applicable to aqueous solution. Only applicable to aqueous solution, not applicable to non-aqueous solution. Non-aqueous solution को applicable नहीं है. If the substance is soluble in water, then only we can define. But if it is not, हम लोग define नहीं कर सकते. Great demerit of the Arrhenius theory. Next one. If acidic or basic salt is present, then how you will get the salt? NaCl is the salt. कैसे मिला NaCl salt? NaOH base, OH निकाल दो. HCl acid, H निकाल दो. बचा हुआ NaCl salt. So in salt, H positive and OH negative ions are absent. So when salt dissolved in the water does not produces H positive or OH negative ions, but salt का nature acidic और basic होता है. अब उसमें H positive और OH negative ions ही नहीं है, तो वो आयंस देंगे नहीं. मतलब क्या उनका एसिडिक और बेसिक नेचर नहीं होगा? रहता है. बट एसिडिक और बेसिक सॉल्ट कैन नॉट बी एक्सप्लेन बाय यूजिंग Arrhenius theory. Can not be explained by using Arrhenius theory. नहीं बता सकते. HCl का एग्जांपल देख लो. HCl, when HCl dissolved in water, what we will get? H3O positive and plus Cl negative. क्या कंक्लूजन दोगे? HCl को जब पानी में डिसॉल्व किया, वाटर इज अ प्रोटॉन एक्सेप्टर, उसने H3O पॉजिटिव हाइड्रोनियम आयन दिया एंड प्लस Cl नेगेटिव. क्या आपको H पॉजिटिव मिला? क्या आपको OH नेगेटिव मिला? नहीं. तो क्या कंक्लूजन आप HCl इज न्यूट्रल बोलोगे? HCl का एसिडिक नेचर हमें पता है. इट्स एक्वस सॉल्यूशन इज एसिडिक इन नेचर, पॉपुलरली नोन एज हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड. बट यहां पर दिख रहा है कि H पॉजिटिव प्रोड्यूस नहीं हो रहा है. क्या न्यूट्रल है वो? ना. व्हाई? Because Arrhenius theory is not applicable to gaseous substance and HCl is a gas. This is another limitation. This theory not applicable to gaseous substance and HCl is a gas, and therefore these are the limitations of Arrhenius theory. In a descriptive manner, when it is asked to write the note on Arrhenius theory, what we will do? According to Arrhenius theory, The substance which produces H positive ions in water is called as an acid. According to Arrhenius theory, the substance which produces OH negative ions when dissolved in water is called as base. Then write this example. As CS3COOH produces H positive, it is acid in water. As NaOH produces OH negative ions in water, it is a base. The example then I have. And then write the limitations that Arrhenius theory is only applicable to aqueous solution, not applicable to non-aqueous solution. Acidic basic salt cannot be explained by using Arrhenius theory, and HCl when dissolved in water does not produce H positive ions. Why? Because this theory is not applicable to gaseous substance. This is Arrhenius theory. But compared to classical theory, you may say it is little bit better. Arrhenius theory. As we found some limitations in the Arrhenius theory, the next person took the help of one of the limitation of Arrhenius theory. Which one? Next one is the Lowry-Bronsted theory. Lowry-Bronsted theory. क्या कहा लॉरी ब्रॉन्स्टेड ने? ध्यान दीजिए. Arrhenius said H positive ions in water में देने वाला एसिड. But H positive is the representation for proton. Lowry Bronsted said no, not H positive. Proton जो डोनेट करता है वो एसिड. Means acids are proton donor. Acids are proton donor and base proton acceptor. सर नया क्या बताया? वाटर मेंशन नहीं है. Means Lowry-Bronsted theory is applicable to aqueous as well as non-aqueous solvent solutions. Definition: the substance which has a tendency to donate proton is called as acid. The substance which has a tendency to accept proton is called as base. Let's see the example. HCl dissolved in water. We will get H3O positive plus Cl negative. This was the limitation in Arrhenius theory. Here HCl has one proton, H positive, converted to Cl negative. One proton was there. Here proton is absent. मतलब HCl ने proton को donate किया. So proton donor, this is acid. Why I read one? Because this acid donate proton, we got Cl. Cl is the base. First pair of acid and base we got. Now see, chamatkar. Here water has two protons converted to three protons. Two protons converted to three protons means water accept proton. So here water is base, second pair, and this base is giving acid. This was the limitation. Arrhenius का limitation था. But Lowry-Bronsted, by taking that limitation, by considering that limitation, here very well explained the acidic and basic nature of the electrolyte. HCl donate proton, acid. So how water is base? Let's see the another example. Then I will explain. NH3. We know ammonia is base. Amines are basic in nature. When this ammonia dissolved in water, I will get ammonium. Now water donate proton to ammonia. What remains? OH negative. Now see. Ammonia has 3 proton, became 4. 3 became 4 means this one accept proton. Accept proton. So this is base. And this base converted to acid. This base converted to acid. Now see here. 2 proton, here is 1 proton. Means this water donate proton, second pair, converted into base. Example of Lowry-Bronsted theory. Lowry-Bronsted very well explained acidic nature of HCl. Very well explained basic nature of ammonia. You may explain. How? See. Write a note on Lowry-Bronsted theory. Answer. Lowry-Bronsted theory is related with donation of acceptance of proton. The substance which has a tendency to donate proton is called as acid. The substance which has a tendency to accept proton is called as base. Then write the example. Write first example and say, here HCl donate proton became Cl negative, hence HCl is acid and Cl negative is its conjugate base. Water has 2 proton, became H3O positive, which has 3 proton. This water accept proton, hence it is a base. It form H3O positive conjugate acid. Similarly, you may submit this another example. इसमें भी लिमिटेशंस है. लिमिटेशन की अगर बात करें, कॉपर सल्फेट is acidic salt because SO4 is a part of strong acid and copper is the part of weak base. So it is an acidic salt. Maybe it is acidic salt, but इसमें प्रोटॉन है नहीं, तो डोनेट क्या करेंगे? इसमें प्रोटॉन नहीं है, प्रोटॉन नहीं है, डोनेट नहीं कर सकता प्रोटॉन, मतलब ये एसिडिक नेचर है. ये एक्सप्लेनेशन Lowry-Bronsted नहीं दे सकता. Limitation of Lowry-Bronsted. Lowry-Bronsted theory is not applicable to acidic salt. Like example बहुत है. CSO4 is an acidic salt, but its acidic nature cannot be explained by Lowry-Bronsted theory. This is Lowry-Bronsted. And ये दोनों डिस्कशन में एक बात क्लियर हो रही है regarding water. Water is acidic as well as basic. That's why we will say water is amphoteric in nature. Water is amphoteric in nature. Separate question. Explain amphoteric nature of water. What is amphoteric? The substance which behaves as acidic as well as basic in nature is called as amphoteric substance. Water combined with HCl accept proton, hence it is basic. Water combined with ammonia donate proton, hence it is acidic. As water behaves as acidic as well as basic, it is amphoteric in nature. Then write these two reactions which indicate the acidic and basic nature of water. The explanation for amphoteric nature of water. Amphoteric nature of water. So this is the another theory. And third theory, in a quick way, that Levy's theory. Levy's theory said that electron pair acceptor is Levy's acid and electron pair donor is a Levy's base. Exactly opposite. Proton donate, electron pair acceptor is a Levy's acid. Proton accept, electron pair donor is a Levy's base.